Okay, what's up you guys? This is your girl Yanni. Welcome to one of the first videos that you'll probably see on this channel. So, it's story time, bitches. I got a fucking story for y'all. So, as you can tell by the title, this video is called How I Got Scammed by a Popular NYC Starlets Photographer. Don't worry, you'll know who it is in a minute, but listen. I am angry, frustrated, sad, and like I just feel like it was so fucked up. Like, you know, I'll be looking at my phone because I got notes, I got receipts, honey. Okay, so it is what it is. Your girl got scammed, you know. So let's start off the story like this. So as y'all might know, that I double dabble in music, you know, it's one of my hobbies or whatever, but I really wanted to, like, you know, take it a little bit more seriously. So I wanted to like put together like this project, you know, like an EP. And I was looking for photographers that I thought was really good to take like a picture of the cover, for the cover of the EP. You know what I mean? So I was searching all on Instagram and looking at everybody's work, and I had like one in Atlanta, one in New York. For those of you who don't know, I'm in New York and I'm in Atlanta 50-50 basically. So I found one in New York and I found one in Atlanta, but I was like, I'll just go to New York because the timing was, I was gonna be there anyways, and it was just a lot easier for me to get it done and then do what I had to do while I was there. So I found a person that I thought was good. I actually been following him for a long time. I hit him up, asked him his price. He said he charged, for just the basic rate, was $300. I know some of you guys might think that's a lot, but for the work, for his work, I thought that that was a reasonable price. So I hit him up, he was like, it's $300 for one look and 4 edits. Okay, so that's basically just one outfit, and then he'll edit 4 pictures after I choose the ones I like, right? So I'm like, okay, this is cool. You know, I talked to him earlier on and I figured out a date, a concept, a time, everything. I had this cute concept I wanted to do, simple but sexy and cute at the same time, something that would pop. You know, like if you're scrolling through iTunes and you see that picture, you're like, who is that? Let me click on that. So that's, you know, basically what I was going for. So I told him my idea. He was like, yeah, you know, that's cool. We can do that. So I was like, okay, you free on this date? The date that I chose was January 30th for my shoot. Okay, so he was like, yeah, you know, we're good for that date. You can come through. We can do the shoot. I'll book a studio in the city. And I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. $300. So I'm like, do you need the $300, you know, right now, or do you need it once I get to you and we do the shoot? He was like, I need the $300 now so that I can book the studio time. I'm like, okay, that's understandable. So the way he works is through Cash App. I know Cash App is not, I mean, I use Cash App all the time and I never had a problem with anybody in Cash App, you know what I mean? So I was just like, okay, Cash App, that's fine. So basically I sent him $300 through Cash App and we booked the shoot for the 30th. Okay, fast forward now, this was like 2 weeks prior, 3 weeks prior to the 30th. So fast forward now, I had to book hair and makeup also. So I booked an appointment with the hairstylist, an appointment with this makeup artist that I found, you know, got my makeup done that day, got my hair done that day, and went to the shoot. I'm at the shoot. First of all, he was late to the shoot, number one, but I let it slide, you know, NYC traffic, whatever, it's all good. So I let that slide, okay? So we get to the shoot and I get ready. I have one of my girls meet me there just for like moral support or whatever, you know, because I always, FYI, if you don't know, I used to do photo shoots back in the day, long, you know, not maybe like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I stopped doing photo shoots, but I used to do like a lot of modeling and photo shoots and stuff. So I was privy to how photo shoots work, and I always used to bring somebody with me, just, you know, just for support. You know what I mean? So I told my girl to come with me. She met me there in the studio. It was like almost in the city. So we came there and he came shortly after me, and all of a sudden I see some other girl walk in, and that I was already annoyed, because if I book a shoot with you for $300, I don't expect anybody else to be walking in that bitch, okay? It should be just me, you, and whoever I choose to bring, not some random person that I don't even know. Because first, you know, if somebody is not comfortable doing photo shoots, they can be uncomfortable with somebody else watching them, somebody that they don't know watching them. And it wasn't like, you know, like I didn't know the person didn't introduce themselves to me, they were just there. So basically that was strike one. I was already uncomfortable with that, okay? But I just let it slide, you know. I'm like, I'll do my thing. I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. I'm gonna do my thing and keep it moving. So we do the shoot now. When it comes to photographers, if you're doing a professional shoot with a photographer is gonna like direct you. You know what I mean? They're gonna direct you. They're gonna like coach you. They're gonna tell you what to do, and here and there if you're not like, you know, super comfortable or whatever, like they're just gonna do their photography skills and like really get into it. He was not like that. All he did was click the camera, and it was like literally like 30 minutes, and then it was done. So I already felt like you're not really into this, you know? So I just felt like he wasn't into it. He wasn't really like vibing with me at all. He was like preoccupied with that bitch that was in there. I ain't gonna call her bitch because I don't know her, but that girl that was in there. And it wasn't the same. Like I didn't feel comfortable. Like I didn't feel like he earned the $300 that I gave him for this shoot. You feel me? So I'm just like still in my head being a good sport. I'm like, okay, maybe the work, his editing skills would overcome all of this right here. So I just let it slide, okay? So we get done with the shoot. The shoot was like 30 minutes. And we get done with the shoot, and I'm like, okay, so cool. So how long, you know, would it be for you to, you know, for me to get the pictures back so I can choose? He was like, oh, I'll send them to you. I can send them to you later, and later tonight, and then you choose the ones you want and send them back to me. So he can edit them in like 3 days or 2 days, like that's what he said. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fast, you know, that's good, perfect, because so I don't have to wait, you know. So the next day now, I'm like, let me text him and send him my email address, because I didn't send him my email address. All we've been was communicating through phone and text and Instagram, basically. So I'm like, let me send him my email address just in case he has to send me something to send me the pictures to my email, so that way I can choose. So I text him the next day, and I'm like, hey, this is my email address. You can send the pictures here. That whole day after I text him, I didn't hear from him. And I remember I texted him early in the morning too. Matter of fact, let me pull up the messages. Okay. So I text him like early in the morning, and I'm like, you know, you can send me the pictures to this email address. I didn't hear from him. And that was on a Friday. And then on a Sunday, I text him again because I didn't hear from him yet, you know? So I'm like, good morning, can you please send me the pictures as soon as possible so I can choose the ones I like, you know? Because I have a deadline for the final images that I'm trying to put in I'm trying to do a project here, and I have a deadline. That's basically what I was saying. And then that was on a Sunday. I didn't hear nothing from him. Crickets, bitch, nothing. So, you know, that was on that Sunday, and then that following Thursday now, I text him again because I'm still not hearing anything from him. So I'm like, basically, are you ever gonna send me the pictures so that I can, you know, choose the ones I want? Because at this point, I'm getting like, I'm starting to think a whole bunch of shit in my head. Like, at this point, you're not trying to send me anything. You're not trying to even contact me. This is so unprofessional. Like, I'm thinking this shit in my head. So that Thursday, I text him, and then he finally sent me the pictures back so I can choose the ones I want. And he says, my apologies, the messages weren't popping up until I just reset my phone. And I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But you know what? I'm not gonna be a bitch. I just want my damn pictures and call it a day. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, thanks. Well, I'll send, and he sent me the link to the unedited pictures. So I'm like, okay, thank you. I'll choose the ones I want, and I sent them back to you. That same day, I chose the ones I wanted, and I sent it back to him, right? Could y'all believe that after that day, after February 6th, I have not heard from this man ever again since February 6th, 2020. Nothing. So And I'm calling and texting and emailing, not email because I don't have his email, writing him on Instagram and everything, and I still haven't heard anything from him. So I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm asking people that, like, see who we have mutual friends with, if they know him like that. Some people, like, they don't really know him like that. They just follow each other or whatever, whatever. So nobody can really get in, like, super contact with him as, you know, I was, you know, because they don't really know him like that. So at this point, I'm like, yo, this nigga fucking scammed me. One, unprofessional. Two, because we did the shoot. All you gotta do is edit them. All you gotta do is your job at this point to edit the pictures and send them back to me. And he has not yet to even contact me. And what's today? Today's March 8th. This video is recorded on the 8th of March. So it's been like a month. And nothing. I haven't heard anything back from him. So, like, I don't even know what the fuck to do at this point. I just know that I'm pissed because coming from somebody who's worked with photographers before, has done shoots before, I've never ever had a problem with anybody doing a shoot. And as much as I'm paying $300 for 4 fucking edits, like, bro, all you have to do is edit that shit and send it back to me. Like, you know? And you work, and you're posting every day. You're posting on Instagram. I follow you, so I see the shit that you're posting. You're up in fucking Starlets taking pictures for free for people, you know. But somebody that actually paid their hard-earned money for you to do a job for them, you treat them like shit. I'm really angry because I feel like I'm just like unimportant at this point. Like, I'm just getting treated like shit for no reason. Maybe because I didn't go to the shoot half naked. You know, I'm not no fucking Instagram influencer with 1,000 million fucking followers that you feel like it didn't matter if you give me what I paid for or not. That's how I feel at this point. And it's just so, like, this is why people don't like to do business with people, you know. And it's like, bro, like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. To this day, you have never responded to me. I wrote you on Instagram. You read the message. I have it on my phone. You read the fucking message and you still didn't respond to me. You saw the message. You know what I mean? I just think that's some bullshit. But listen, this motherfucker scammed me. He got my money. He didn't edit my pictures. I haven't heard from him since. And he living his best life. He's living his best life on Instagram, on social media, partying, working, do whatever the fuck he going on about his daily day, while I'm over here a loss. And that just put a fucking strain on what I wanted to do, because now I either have to book another photo shoot. Mind you, I paid for hair. I paid for makeup. I paid for Uber to the city. Everybody know, if you live in New York, you know, if you go from Brooklyn to the city, that shit is mad money. That shit is not expensive. And I fly in, so I have to fly from the airport. I have to Uber from the airport to Brooklyn to the city, because that's where I got my hair and makeup done. You know what I mean? So that shit adds up. Like, I work for my money. I'm not a bartender. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not a stripper. Like, I work. I have a real job, and I work hard for my hard-earned fucking money. And for somebody to, like, disrespect you like that and not give a fuck, like, that shit just fucking blew me. Anyways, his name is Photo J. If you follow him, just know that that's who it is. Photo J on Instagram. He takes pictures at Starlets every day. And you know what? If I was a goon ass bitch, I ain't even gonna say that, because I'm not. But if I was a goon ass bitch, I would like pulled up on his ass like, what's up? But you know, I'm out here in the streets by myself, you know, so I can't do stuff like that. But I just feel like at this point, I gotta just start charge that shit to the game and move on, even though I'm pissed as fuck because I didn't get anything out of all the shit that I did. You know, running around, getting outfits, getting this, you know, going there, and I have nothing to show for it. Like, your girl is pissed, okay? And it's like, I try not to think about it because, you know, it's just gonna run my blood pressure up, and I can't, I can't afford. So that's my story time of how I got fucking scammed by a popular, and he got like 100K followers, so he's pretty up there, you know? A popular New York Starlets photographer. So yeah, that's it. So if you ever want to book a shoot with him, be mindful of this story and be mindful that people like that, you don't need them. Try to communicate with a business of photographers or whatever. You know, I know it's everybody's like hustling, doing their thing, trying to make money, but you don't know who to trust nowadays, yo. You don't know who to fucking trust. Like, you know, you do that shit to me, somebody who actually gave you a chance, you know, like gave you opportunity to do some shit. You don't know who the fuck I know. You don't know who the fuck I know, okay? Just know that you don't know who's gonna see this video and who knows you. So be fucking mindful, bro. Like, shit travels. And I'm not even the type of bitch that goes and airs people out. Like, that's not my thing. But because of how hurt I am and disrespected I feel, it's like I need to let y'all know. I just need to. I need to let y'all know, point blank period, that was fucked up. The motherfucker is filed for doing that shit, and y'all need to fucking know. So don't worry. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm still shocked to this day, and every time I think about it, I try not to like get in my feelings about it, because I've never really been scammed like this before. Like, I've never, you know, nobody has ever done anything like this to me before. So it's just like, damn, you did that shit to me? Like, who else have you done this to? You know, maybe because I'm not like I said, I'm not a fucking bartender or a stripper that's, you do, like, he does photo shoots for a lot of like strippers and bartenders, which is fine, you know, the half naked vibe or the naked vibe, which is fine. But I wasn't dressed in that type of super sexy way. I had on like a tube top. It was sexy, like a pink little tube top dress or whatever, but it wasn't like buzzing wide open sexy, you know what I mean? So maybe he just looked at me like I was nobody, like I was just this little regular ass bitch trying to get some pictures taken, and that he could take advantage of, basically. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. But listen, karma's a motherfucker. Just know that karma is a motherfucker, and you gonna get what you deserve. I ain't even gotta do shit, because you gonna get it. Karma's a bitch, and I'm a sole believer in that. So I'm just putting it out there. If you ever come across his page, if you ever want to work with him, just know that that motherfucker scammed me, and he might scam you, okay? But anyways, that wraps up my story time. And you know, I don't know if I'm gonna put the receipts in this video, you know, get my editing on or whatever, but if y'all want receipts, if y'all think y'all, you know, I'm bullshitting, I got them right here, boo. I got them right here, okay? Like, it's nothing. It's nothing. The motherfucker scammed me. That's all you need to know, okay? Photo J. I am Photo J, or Photo J. No, I think it's just Photo J on Instagram. Whatever. He ain't shit. Point blank. Okay? But yeah, so that's my story time. You know, I feel like I've just been rambling on, but it is what it is. Your bitch got scammed. It sucks. It hurts. And at the end of the day, you just gotta keep it moving, keep it pushing, because you can't let one person like that like deter you from your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. Because, you know, I'm probably gonna come across a lot of people that's trying to scam me. You know, he just the one that probably got away with that shit, you know. But yeah, that's the story time. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Okay? Later.